One of my priorities for the year 2025 is to be financially independent and to actually escape survival mode. I hate the fact that I grew up knowing that I have to work to survive. And then you have to wake up every morning, think of what to do, look, go out there, and then work your ass out in order for you to gain ends meet. I'm tired of that life. Last year, I juggled multiple jobs, ranging from licenses to physical jobs and my personal business. And when I looked at it, yes, I was making money, but I was not satisfied because I was still struggling to afford regular things that are important like food, rent, and everything. And I told myself, I cannot end up this way. How will I have to wake up in the morning, leave the house early in the morning, then come back at night? And at the end of the month, at the end of the week, at the end of the year, there's actually nothing to show for it. You just keep piling up debt upon debt upon debt upon debt. I am tired of this day because this is not how I want my life to end. I still have a lot of things to do in my life. I need to go for my second degree. I need to go for my master's and my PhD. And I don't have any sponsor. And I need to do something so that I can be able to sponsor myself throughout this journey. I still actually have a long way to go. But I thought of it. Okay, so what can I do? And then I looked at this. Okay, there is a skill I've been putting into consideration for like 4 years, but I keep dropping it due to one reason or the other known to me. And I just looked at it. I think this is going to be the answers to my prayers and the answers to all my questions on the lake. How do I intend to achieve this financial freedom? I plan on achieving my financial freedom in 2025 via Forex trading. So I paid for a mentorship course in January. Again, but this time it's just physical trade. So that was when I started documenting my journey. So I think it's my journey to becoming a profitable Forex trader. When I put out my journey to becoming a profitable trader in 6 months, I was scared. To be honest, I was really very scared because I kept asking myself this question, like, is it possible for me to gain this in the space of 6 months? I honestly do not know. I'm also looking forward to getting answers to the question because yes, I'm still in the journey. So I started the challenge. Promise I was going to document my journey, but then I stopped because I started training. I needed to go back to work. And what I did was that I told myself, okay, this is a pay. If I go back to my multiple jobs, I will abandon trading. So I did my multiple jobs for like 2 months, even when I was still on the journey, like even when I started the journey, January and February. So in February, I took a step. I shut down my business, and in March, I stopped teaching jobs. So the only job I have now is my online job. Well, is the money okay for me? No. I am very expensive, but I'm still trying to save up for my first $200. It's not like I can't raise $200 in the space of 2 months or 1 month. But then, I have to feed and I have to take care of other things. So in the process of me still trying to contemplate reducing the number of jobs I do, I stopped practicing. So sad. In April, I called myself to order. And I'm like, Favor, you paid so much for this. Aside from the fact that you paid so much for this, you made a promise to yourself, and one way to show that you love yourself and you value yourself and you are a lady of your word is to do what she said you will do. And then I had to come back to it. So I had to keep reminding myself, why did I start this journey? Because I want to be financially free. I want to be able to do what I love, my passion. So I started again. I knew before I went on break, I was trying to learn SMT strategy because that was the strategy I wanted to use. I wanted to use price action plus SMT. I already know price action. I will not say I already know price action because, but I'll say that trade lines, that was like my specialty. But then I will not say that I know because I wasn't practicing at the time. So then when I go back to my jotter, to my notes, I realized that I've forgotten everything about essence. So I started panicking. Oh my god. And I had to go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT that please, I'm a beginner in smart money concepts. Help me with a simplified wicket. Now help me understand SMC concept. Like a beginner, like a newbie, like someone who doesn't know any clue about us. ChatGPT gave me copies of brought so many YouTube channels and maybe but there was one that caught my attention, so I started learning it. And I would say that, oh my god, the month of April has been amazing for me. You know, when you realize that what you've been struggling with was actually a little mountain, it wasn't really a big deal. All you just needed to do was to just take a step. Trading is very easy to understand on paper, on textbook. But when it comes to the charts, it's very complex. Why? Because you need to be able to identify your break of structure, your change of character, your inducement, your FVG, fair value gap, your supply demands, and other block and other flow. And imbalance, which is FVG too as well. You need to be able to identify it there. And that was literally where the challenge started with me. I am still in the journey of becoming a predictable forex trader. The question is, what I don't really know is if it's impossible for me to achieve this in 6 months. That I don't know. But I am looking forward to my results. So if you are interested in seeing my result and you want to know if they're quite achievable, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on this journey. Forex training is not as difficult as we think it is. It is very, very easy. So in my next video, I'm going to tell you how I was able to learn this thing in a very simplified way without struggle. Because I told you guys how I started struggling from the beginning, the SMC, when I started the MCMC, and I had to pause. Honestly, that was like a field part of the journey. So I had to stop because anytime I go to the charts, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So I even started doubting my ability. Like, is forex trading for me? Maybe if you are struggling to work with the charts, maybe you're already taking courses. You're already taking the theory aspect. It's now the practical, and you're struggling with the practical. Probably my method is going to help you. So stay tuned. Catch you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.